Nether portals. We all use them. Man, that sound. It's obnoxious to have them anywhere near your base because of that sound. Unless you're planning on carrying a flint and steel with you all the time and then breaking a block to put it out, and you're just going to deal with that noise, right? Wrong. Today we are going to cycle through my viewing a couple times. Build a nether portal that has a toggleable off and on. You can see the redstone's fairly small, not very complicated, doesn't really take up that much real estate in your base, fairly simple. I'm going to walk you through it. This is going to be one of those rare designs, so there is going to be a couple differences between the Xbox and PC version, so pay attention depending on what version you're building this on. Alright, let's get started. Right here. Alright, first things first. You're going to need your blocks for your nether portal. I know you don't need to put the corner blocks in, but I like to, so sue me, okay? It's creative. I don't have to worry about using too many blocks. Boom. Alright, we need, well, not decorative blocks, there we go, dispensers, that's what we need. Here's one big difference, okay? On the PC version, you can simply put a flint and steel inside your dispenser and it will work. On the Xbox version, your dispenser will just spit it out. But there is a workaround. It's fairly cool. If you put a dispenser one block back and then put a block in front of it, and where are you at? There you are. Load that bad boy up with fire charges. If you shoot a fire charge at a block point blank range from a dispenser, it will automatically light the block in front of that block on fire. Happens every time. Well, as often as dispensers work correctly. But there's that. That's the simple part. Easy enough so far, right? Run some redstone off the top of the dispenser to the block here. For those of you on Xbox who cannot shift click, all you got to do is take the redstone, point it like this right here, and click, and it'll go on top of the dispenser. Alright? Put your button right there. Boom. That's the easy part. Alright? Alright. Why are these blocks here? Those blocks do not belong there. Don't put those blocks there. Okay. Sorry for that outburst. Next thing's next. We gotta put another dispenser up in the corner. Unfortunately, that dispenser is going to be seen through. There's not a whole lot that can be done about it, at least that I could figure out. If you guys figure out a way to change it up, feel free to leave me a comment. I'd love to not be able to have to see that dispenser. Alright. Next thing we gotta do is realize that we can't put that there. It's gonna have to be in this corner here, is where it's gonna have to be. There we go. And just build yourself a little platform. Back a bit. Back a bit. Man, I am failing left and right here. I've actually been working on this design for quite a while. I had a couple problems getting it to work exactly right, but then last night one of my subscribers who has added me on Xbox after I posted my 100 subscriber special video showing off my gamertag, goes by the name of Ransome Chicken. He actually helped me bug test and figure out what the problem was here. So kudos to you, good sir, because you helped me out a lot. Alright, repeater facing into here, full delay. have the redstone come down this way, put a block right behind the dispenser, okay? And then put 2 repeaters right here on full delay. I'm doing this with the full delay like this because it has to be that way for the Xbox version. The PC version, you can play around with the timings and everything like that and make this dispenser work a little bit better, but for my Xbox peeps, you gotta have them all on full delay. Okay? Put a little bit of redstone leading off there, going nowhere. Skip a block, place a block. Skip a block, place a block. Alright, simple so far, simple so far. Place a redstone torch right there. Take yourself a repeater, put it between the 2 blocks, and set it for 3. Get rid of that. I was wrong about that piece of redstone. Ignore it. Okay? Okay. And then last but not least, place yourself a redstone torch right there. That clicking means it's working. Okay, place a button. And you can see the little bit of water came down and disappeared, right? Do it one more time. Gotta be quick. But don't worry, we're gonna run a line out here. Okay. For those of you who are interested, I made a video a couple days ago about redstone clocks, and at the end I put a design for a pulse shortener. I believe it's what it's called. I don't know. Anywho, that's what this is right here. This is a pulse shortener, but in case you're wondering how this works, it sends a real quick pulse into here, which activates the dispenser. Okay. It also activates all of this, but since these are on delay, they go slower. So after the pulse ends, this pulse activates and shuts the dispenser back off, allowing the water to come out of the dispenser real quick and back in. Pretty cool, huh? Alright. Run some redstone like so. Get rid of these blocks because they are not needed. Alright. And then just run some redstone up to here. There we go. Beautiful. Then after that, you're just going to want to go ahead, block off the rest, turn it on, turn it off, and there you go. You got yourself a fully toggleable, is that a word? Sure doesn't sound right. Nether portal off and on button. Label them so we don't get confused. Off and on, bam, there we go. And that's it, my friends. That is the entire design. Simple, took no time at all to build and very limited resources, right? Only thing that could make it better, though, would be if it was completely hidden behind a 3x2 flush door. That's right. You hit the button, it opens, it ignites the portal, you hit the button, it closes, and it destroys the portal. How much cooler can you get? As you can see, the redstone is a bit more complicated, but still doable, right? Right. Actually, in the process of doing this too, I did note a, I wouldn't say a mistake, but clarification of the design. You can take those 2 pieces of redstone out and place a repeater right there, and it works so much better. Sure, with the fact that timing is way off. There we go. Alright. First things first, we need to remove all of the extra bits and bobs of redstone back here, because we don't want any of it to get in our way. There's going to be a lot of redstone going in a lot of different places, and it's going to be very easy for it to all collide. Alright, come back out here to the front of your nether portal. And what you're going to do is put 6 stickies and then 3 stickies. Oh, that one doesn't go upside down. Don't do that. Same thing over here. Boom. Alright, alright. Take yourself some sort of building block, put 2 right there, 2 right there, and then build yourself up a step like that. Okay? Do the same thing on the other side. Boom. Then starting where the pistons are, just start running some blocks, that's what those things are, across. Okay? Take your dust, slather it on the step that you just built here, all the way up to there. Same thing on the other side. Slather, slather. Can you slather dust? I don't think you can slather dust. It's a weird word. And make a little square right there in the middle. Repeater with no ticks. Repeater with full ticks. Repeater with full ticks. Repeater with no ticks. Okay? Alright. Now, if you were to place a switch right here and turn on, everything but the bottom 2 would work. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and remove those 2 bits of... Actually, you know, we're going to leave that 1 bit. We're going to run our redstone up and over and then down. Once again, being very careful to avoid running into any other redstone. Alright. What we need to do now is come up to the front here and decide these pistons, we're going to push these to right here. So we need to have this block and this block receive power. Dig out those 2 holes as reference so we know where we're aiming for. And let's get to digging. There it is. Alright, place a repeater facing into that block. And then just run your redstone back out to there. Simple enough so far, right? Actually, before you run all that up there, you might want to dig over to the other side too. It's easiest to run the redstone underneath the portal. Going too far there. There it is. Alright. And then just place blocks and run the redstone behind your back. Alright, now try to find an access hole you can get out of. Come back to the front, test her out. Realize that the redstone is not reaching. Probably because I wired it wrong. Let's try that again. Run back to the front. And once again, we're going to need an extra repeater. Simple enough. Right there. Perfect. Well, we hope. Come back to the front. Flip-de-dad, flip-de-dad. Go ahead and cover up that hole there and that hole there. Place some blocks in. Perfect. Alright, so that part is done. Now we just need to make it so that the 2 pieces communicate with each other. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to make a modified T flip-flop. I'm sure there's a name for this design. I'm positive there is, but I wouldn't even begin to know what it is. But instead of having one torch down there, you're going to have two torches, one block on top, make yourself a little 7. This right here is basically going to be sort of like a, if you have an input switcher for your TV, that's what I envision this as. You know, if you have too many things hooked up at once. Yeah. Grab some regular pistons, face inwards, jump up, redstone on top. Okay. Now we just got to conclude which lines we need to connect with which lines. So, if the power is on, that means that the door is closed. If the door is closed, we want it to be activated, or activating up here, which is the water system. Make sense? Okay. So, go ahead and run some redstone from there, like so. Which will activate that, and then we just need to activate, or run it to that line. There we go, which will activate the door. And then we fall in a hole. I put a repeater. We need to find a place right now to place a repeater. Right there. Seems like a great spot. Alright, so now we got when the door closes, the water system will activate. Now we just need to have it set so when the door opens, it will fire a fire charge. There we go. We have to dig down here underneath all this other redstone. Because once again, we don't want to run into it. Well, we went way too far. Okay, run some redstone down here. Like so. That block doesn't do anything. Right. Alright. Run it back over this way. Boom. Throw ourselves a button on here to make sure that we're doing this right. Doors open. Portal's on. Door closes, you hear that shattering sound. That won't happen on the Xbox, but that means that the portal is closed. Simple. Now all we gotta do, this is the easy part. Decide where you want your button at. We're gonna want our button to be right there. Run some redstone. Realize that you've missed a spot of redstone. Put a repeater in there just for good measure. Hit the button again. Door opens, piston activates, door closes. Portal breaks. That's it. How cool is that? Go ahead and close everything off however you want. I realize this video is probably a little bit longer than most, but it's a more complicated design. If there's any confusion or any clarification you guys need, let me know. I can see about, answering any questions if I was unclear in any which way. But thanks for watching. Go ahead and click that like button if you did enjoy the video. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already if you want to see more. Leave a comment below if you get any questions or concerns. Possibly just thanking me for not having to listen to that obnoxious Nether portal sound. Anywho, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye.